Good evening, everybody. How we doing out there? Right? Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Oh, we got a nice crowd tonight. Like a lot of familiar faces and some new faces too, I noticed. So we're going to have a good time. We've got a very, very good friend of mine who's going to be a guest this evening. And we're talking about it one time, and I gave him this nickname, the Grandfather of Doo-Wop. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. He is 93 years old. And right? No, Bob DeAndrea. Bobby is 93 going on 25. He moves like anybody. I can't do the moves he makes. I get tired watching him. We did a couple of shows together. We were out in Florida, and he started doing his bouncing around. I told him he looked like that thing in front of a used car lot. You know that thing? You know, but we got a little clip coming from the PNC Arts Center. He was just there the other night. You're going to see what I'm talking about when he starts wiggling and everything. But he's my idol. I mean, I just want to be him when I grow up. That's all. So anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for being so loyal all the time, and it gives me a great feeling. This is the motivation to keep doing the show. 30 some odd years, we're still doing it. Everybody says, how can you still do it after 30 some odd years? I mean, the bottom line is that people keep telling me they see the show, they like the show, they love the show, they want to be on the show. You know, some of the people want to perform on the show. As long as they're asking, and as long as you guys want to do it, they could wheel me in here on a gurney. I'll still do it if you guys still want to do it. So I just wanted to let you know. And we've got different segments of the show that we've been putting together over the years. One of the things that I get a big kick out of, until somebody calls me up and complains, is my pet peeves. I said a couple of things over the past, and it made sense to a lot of people. But you can't please all the people all the time, you know. Sure enough, I said something at one point, and this woman attacked me like you couldn't believe. So I have to be a little careful what I say and try to generalize now. But this is not so much a pet peeve as it is an observation. I want to direct this to the gentleman out there. If you ever wear a tuxedo, you have to wear a cummerbund. It's like having a car with no tires. You have to have a cummerbund. If you don't have a cummerbund on a tuxedo, and you button that tuxedo, you've got the bottom of your white shirt showing between the suit. My teeth start to grate my own teeth when I see that. I mean, it's something that maybe it only bothers me, but it just doesn't look right. And I see it with Sinatra used to do it. Dean Martin used to do it. If you're wearing a tuxedo, when you go to a tuxedo place, even to rent one, they give you the cummerbund. What do you think they give it to you for? For a headband? You know, it's there for a purpose. It serves a purpose. So, not so much a pet peeve. I guess it is a peeve on my end, but it's an observation. If you wear a tux, put the cummerbund on. All right, and that's it. I know I would say make sure you got patent leather shoes. As long as they're shiny shoes, you get away with it. I know one day I said something about no socks. Maron, I heard from everybody under 30 years old attacked me. What do you mean no socks with a suit, sneakers with a suit? Come on, folks. You know, I have to understand that I'm my age. I see a guy with a suit on and I see tuxedos. Sneakers. There's something wrong with that. I mean, in my opinion, they could do it, and trust me, folks, if you want to do it, do it. It's just my opinion. You don't have to contact me. You don't have to make me be afraid to start my car. You know, just an observation. All right. And I don't know what else. I got a lot of peeves, but I don't want to kill the time on my pet peeves. So anyway, I got that off my chest. My tuxedos. And the next segment that we usually like to do, we like to introduce some of the people, so bring them up. So some of the promoters out there, or some of the artists out there that are going to be working in the area. You want to promote it, you want to mention it, you want to say something. Let's go. We have a microphone here. Let's go. Sal, get some people up here. Let's see what we got. Aha. Okay.
Hi, Vito.
How are you, Linda?
I just want to thank you for supporting what I do. I did a fundraiser for Tunnel for Towers this past Saturday night at Z2, and we had a sold-out room. I have to tell you, so grateful to you giving me the platform every month to talk about my event that I do. Everyone that was there was incredible. Vinny Polomini, who's here, was my MC. He did a great job. If I start mentioning everybody, the New Expressions, Richie Santa, Bobby Fischetti, there were just so many people, and I raised over $5,000. Nice. So that is going to be, and we're going to be doing it again next year. But I have to tell you, I'm just so grateful to everyone that supported it, the event, and donated. And even after, I got donations yesterday that people that couldn't make it to the show, they helped out and gave me money. So it's really a beautiful thing, and I'm very proud that it happened. Well, and thank you for your support, really.
Well, thank you. That's great. Anybody else? Who else we got out there? It's Joe LaRocca. Joe. There we go.
Hi, Vito. How are you? Good
All right,
to see
Joey.
you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it. LaRocca Enterprises did a show Saturday night in Howard Beach at Our Lady of Grace. We had Tissells. We had Lena Focati. It was a great show.
Was that the one with Stiletto and the Sax Man?
Huh?
Stiletto and the Sax Man?
Stiletto and the Sax Man was there.
I just saw the tape.
They always do a good show. You know.
I just saw the tape the other day.
Yeah, we have, matter of fact, Lena is going to be at Villa Practicismo on Sunday.
Okay.
They're having a dinner show. The dinner is at 4 o'clock. The show is at 5:30. On November 29th, we have Toys for Tot at St. Andrew up on Articuno in Richmond Town.
Sure.
Just Friends are going to be there. Tommy Rubino and his wife, Twike the Spikes, and Barry Jason is going to be there.
Nice.
And then we have a couple shows coming up in February that we're doing the lineup.
Good.
Thanks for your support and thanks for having
St.
us.
Andrews is right at the bottom of Snake Hill.
Thank you.
Okay, Joey. Hey. Anybody else? Al, you out there? Yeah, right. We got Al Simone's got a couple of things going.
There's a show this Friday night coming up at Esker's in Staten Island here. It's got Richie Santa, Tommy Lynn, and this kid Anthony Duke Claus on it. Right. They're going to do a tribute to Barry Manilow, Elvis, and Neil Diamond.
Okay.
You know, tickets are $25, but you have to call this number 718-980-5006 to get the tickets and make reservations. You know, you don't have to eat food. You just buy a ticket and they let you in. But if you're gonna eat something, you want to eat something, you can have something. You know. But yeah, I wanted to mention that. It's this Friday night. The show starts at 8:30. If you're gonna have food, you got to come a little bit earlier. Like, you know, so it's gonna be a good show. I think that guy back there is pretty good over there. So, and I got to mention Monday at PNC Arts Center, Monday afternoon, 1:30 to 3:30. We have a free show. On the show is John Scopoletti and the Reactions, Vito Picone and the Elegance, and Bob Miranda and the Happenings.
Nice.
All right, it's gonna be a great show, and the tickets are free.
What about the disco show that's coming up?
Oh, that's another one? Yeah, November 7th, I have a disco show at the Vogel in Red Bank. I have the discotheques, and then a DJ's gonna. The DJ's my son, and he's gonna play music. So it's gonna be dancing all night. We have a dance floor all set up, and you know, it's like I said, it's the discotheques, a group all over Jersey. They do all kinds of disco songs, so they're very good. It's in fact a friend of Vito's. If you like disco, it's gonna be great.
Beautiful.
So
all right.
You ready?
Thank you.
Vito's gonna be there, I think.
Now, Dilly, who runs that package, I had him on the show about 20 years ago because we had a thing called it was a tribute to the Village People. And he was one of the tribute acts, and also I had Evelyn Champagne King's brother Johnny,
Right.
And Johnny was the Indian in the tribute act that I had, and Dilly's got this package now. He's got it pretty well tight. Also, you know, Maria there is at Roldan.
Yeah, I was gonna say Maria. She's very good.
She's now with them, and Maria's done our show.
Singer,
yeah.
She does really good.
Yeah,
well, like I said, hopefully they're going to start announcing it on Vogel, on social media.
Yeah.
So hopefully the tickets will pick up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. If you like disco, it's going to be great.
Beautiful.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, Jim?
All right, I'd like to invite you all to the Roadhouse, which is Staten Island Group Harmony Club. We're changing the format completely. We got a lot of new surprises. It's located at 1400 Clove Road. It's at the bottom of
Howard Avenue.
Howard Avenue, correct. So we'd like to see you there. And the new expressions will be at Old Bermuda Inn, December the 14th for a dinner show. You could call directly to the Bermuda Inn, book your seats. Be a great show. They got an Elvis, they got a Barry Manilow impersonator, they got a Marilyn Monroe impersonator, and they got a Dean Martin impersonator, and naturally the new expressions will be there too. So look forward to see you guys. See you
Beautiful.
when we see you.
All right, Jim. All right, that's good enough. We're ready to go. All right. So let's get to the main part of the show. I would imagine that this is what I was starting to talk about a little earlier. The gentleman that I'm going to bring up right now, and he's I can only tell you, if we had 16 hours, I would give you 16 hours of stories, and you would be laughing for 17 hours. He's just one of the funniest people I know. He's one of the best people I've ever run across in and out of this business. I love him like a brother. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby DeAndrea.
Thank you. And you know I love you, baby. This man is the best. We've worked together on so many different shows. We had great times, really great times.
Oh.
And we've worked so many different places. I know we've talked about this a million times. We used to work, you've worked in Middle West,
Yep.
and I have too.
Absolutely.
And the people, you wouldn't believe the kind of people that you and I had to deal with. Am I
Absolutely.
right or wrong?
Oh,
I mean, the different types
I-
and the way they act and the way they talk.
I
They're
don't-
so different from New Jersey and from Staten Island.
I told the story the last show, so I don't want to repeat the whole show. But in Ohio, in Iowa, when we did the show for the Buddy Holly anniversary of his passing, and we did it at the theater. And I was telling him, I didn't tell you the story, but what happened was I did a favor for this one woman, and the next day her husband came and gave me a gift. I said, I don't want no gifts. No, I did this specifically for you. This is the Midwest for you. This is an idea of a gift. He owned a ranch 20 miles away. He butchered a steer, and he brought me a box of ribeye steaks, chopped meat, everything, filet mignon, and he brought me a big box. Wanted me to take it back to New York with me. But that's what happens in the Midwest. It's a whole different breed of people.
And they talk a different way.
Oh.
And now when you talk to somebody from the Midwest like that, they talk like this here. Well, it's really nice to meet you, son. Well, this is my wife and my daughter. You want to meet my daughter? Oh, she loves you so much. In fact, she loves you a little too much. You know what I mean? They got to keep it together there. That's the way they are out there.
We were in Florida. We were in Florida together, and I had fallen down, or whatever, and I chipped a bone in my foot. I had a cast up to here. So I'm walking around. I said, I can't do the show tonight with this cast. I said, I got to find something a little smaller. So as we were driving around, I see a surgical supply place. So I said, Emil was with us at the time, Emil Stucchio. So I said, pull in there. I said, I want to see if they have something smaller. So we walk into the place. It looked like the old Tom McCann shoe store. It had both aisles like this, and everybody sitting down trying on shoes, trying on different boots and everything. 3 women were in the place. They were there at the time. So we walk in. I try on 2 or 3 different shoes, and finally gives me this little boot that goes on. And I said, this feels good. He said, well, take a walk and see how it feels. So I had the cane in my hand. So I walked through the aisle, and I have to walk through where they're sitting. So I walked past these 3 women, and then I get halfway up there, and I said, I can walk, and I threw the cane up in the air. He starts yelling, my friend can walk, thank you, Lord, my friend can walk. The woman, their eyes popped out of their head. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
It's instant. If you bring up a subject, in 2 seconds, he's got it, he nails it, and we wind up getting hysterical laughing.
Yeah.
We went to have steak dinner. We're sitting down, I order a steak, and the waiter says, and what do you have? And he says to me, he says, oh, you're from New York? I said, yeah. He said, but he's from, where the hell, I forgot the hell where you were, North Dakota, South Dakota.
Yeah.
So he says, so he starts ordering. Give that accent, do you think?
Well, listen, I'll have something really good. You got any cake? I like to eat cake. If you can give me some cake. That's the type of thing I like to eat. Now, me and my daughter, we come here all the time. You know,
Okay.
I'll tell you, it's amazing. You know, him and I have worked for so many different
God.
nationalities. You know, because, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
It's the truth. Now, you're telling me that this show plays in different areas,
All
right?
over the world,
All around the world.
it streams
For
now.
instance, if it worked, is it in Germany?
everywhere.
Gut, nicht fein gehoben, wir sind kein Bären. Uns war eine Hand, durch deine Hand, 13 days we took Poland. See, we got that one. Now let's see. Oh yeah, how about Russia? Russia.
We'll go to Russia.
I want peace. You must people understand. I want peace. I want a piece of Poland. I want a piece of every place I go. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
That's the truth. Yep. You can't beat it. Yep.
Did
and
we-
of course, the Italian people, that's another whole story. Ja, Giandolo e Pedar, men giaravelendo cor, men yalaravar, gitito, abalets. Thank you so much.
You know, it just reminds.
Why am I talking like that? I'm Jewish.
You
no,
just-
I'm not.
He used to do a routine where he would wear these different costumes and come out with different dialects. The one that two of them killed me, absolutely killed me. He was a Jewish Superman. I mean,
Yeah, and his name was Superman. It's not Superman, Superman. Murray Superman. That's my name, Murray Superman.
he's got Superman's outfit on with the whatever the hell the jockey's pants are on, all drooping behind him. It's hysterical just watching him. Never mind when he starts talking, I have to go for oxygen someplace. Who's the other guy? Uncle Tony. How about Uncle? That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, well, we're going to do him later.
Oh my God! We're going to save him.
We're going to do him a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah. We're saving Uncle Tony for a little
Right.
bit later. Yeah, well, something like that.
He doesn't have the bubble eyes
Yeah.
to put on, but he does Kermit the Frog.
Why are there so many songs about rainbow? What's on the other side? They got to do it all here.
Oh,
I'm
man.
on this show. I'm going to let it all hang out.
Don't
I'm
let
93 years old. How many more years I got left?
Don't let
I mean,
it-
no, at 99, I'm going to call it quits.
don't let it
99, I'm just calling it quits.
don't let anything hang out. All right, we don't want nothing hanging out.
No. Definitely.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's got 100. There was a guy Danny. I forgot Danny's name in Vegas, but he was the man of 1,000 faces. He would be able to do anybody you mentioned. He would do and look like him. He would change his face to look like that person. But he's got 1,000 people inside. He does Mr. Rogers.
I did. I used to do him. It's like how I needed to meet that music. It's a lovely day in the neighborhood. A lovely day in the neighborhood. Hi, I'm Mr. Rogers. Have you been good today? I haven't been a good boy at all. I haven't. It's just the truth. I just can't help it.
What's the weather today?
Today, the weather today?
The weather today.
Kids, the weather's going to be bad today, so don't go out because the weather's going to be shitty. Can you say that word? Let's all say it together.
Shitty. and the killer part of that, he would get up, like Mr. Rogers used to wear sneakers, and he would turn on, he put his shoes on, and he
I
would
put
walk
on
off.
silver shoes.
He put on high heels.
Silver high heels.
High heels. And he walks off. I know you act better than you do.
Well,
Oh, my God. Who else? You
that
did?
was a long time ago.
Oh, man. You did He did Willie Nelson too.
Yeah.
He had the headband with the two braids coming down. Oh God! Could you sing a little Willie Nelson? Or you?
To all the girls I loved before, who traveled in and out my door, I'm glad they came along. I have to sing this song. The girls I loved before.
Oh man!
Yeah. Well, my big one was Jimmy Durante, though.
Oh, that was the best.
We were doing a show. I forget where we were. I think it was Queens College.
Staten Island College.
Where is it?
Staten Island College.
Oh, is that where it was? Okay. And I was doing the regular doo-wop thing, and he said, "You ought to do your Jimmy Durante." And I said, "No." He said, "Do it." And son of a gun, he was absolutely right. I did Jimmy Durante, slaughtered the people. They went crazy. And that's one of my big impressions. And it's amazing that people today still know who he is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even some of the younger people are hip to him. And I don't know why, but it really is true.
Jimmy Durante, believe it or not, Jimmy Durante was married in my old neighborhood at South Beach.
Oh, was he?
There was a place called the Arikar Inn. I say South Beach, but the borderline was Arikar and South Beach. But his family lived in Arikar, and he was married in that particular place.
Yeah.
Some of his family's still there. They still live there too. You can do a little.
Yeah, a little bit. I should have brought a track with me. I could have probably.
I know. That's all right.
But I could do a little bit for you. Because the song he does, one of the songs he does is such a great song, Smile. That song, Smile, because it goes, smile, though your heart is aching, smile, even though it's breaking, when there are clouds in the sky, you get by if you smile through the tears and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow you find the sun comes shining through if you just smile. Thank you. Sounds better with music.
And also with the hat,
Yeah,
the nose, everything
all
else.
9 yards.
Oh, that's great. The I didn't want to put you through all this rigmarole too.
No,
I just want to show them a little of what you are.
Yeah,
and who you've been.
I know.
The thing was we were on our way to Florida, and he was going to come to my house. Then we were going to drive to Newark Airport. And when he comes to the house, and as we leave my house, he misses one of the steps, and he twists his knee. So he says, "Oh my God, I can't go to Florida. I can't even walk. My knee." I said, "Can you stand?" He said, "Yeah, but it hurts. I can't walk." I said, "Look, let's get to the airport. If we get to the airport and it still hurts, we'll turn around. We'll come home." He said, "You sure?" Yeah. So we get to the airport. He says, "It feels a little better now." He says, "But all right, well we'll go to Florida. If it feels bad, we'll come home." So I figured one step at a time. And if it wasn't etched in stone, we had to do this show. If he's hurting, he's hurting, So the windup was, we go to Florida. Now, he said, "Oh, it's killing me now. Now it really hurts." Coincidentally enough, his daughter calls him up.
My daughter calls me up.
Right.
She said, I said, "Honey, my leg, I don't know what I did, my knee, it feels like it's busted." She said, "No, it's probably a vitamin deficiency."
And she is what? She was a...
Well, she knew a lot about nursing. And that. She said, "I think it was a vitamin deficiency." I said, "Really?" She says, "What you have to do is eat some bananas."
And Gatorade.
And Gatorade. Bananas and Gatorade. So I said, I couldn't walk. So he gets everybody out. We finally got to Florida, and everybody's looking for bananas and Gatorade.
I'm walking through the airport with him in a wheelchair, looking for bananas. All we needed was
true story.
All we needed was an organ grinder, So by 1,000,000 to 1 shot, the driver of the van that was taking us to the hotel, was a Spanish woman. And she had her lunch bag next to her with a banana sticking out of it. So I said, "I'll give you $20 for the banana." I said, I said to him, I said, call your daughter back. Maybe an orange will work. We're in Florida. You know, you got 8 billion oranges over here. He says, no, she said a banana. So fortunately, this woman had a banana. So he's eating a banana, and we go home. We get to the hotel, rather, and I said, wait a minute. I said, Gabe Dasser, who sings with the Tokens, is an orthopedic surgeon. You know, I said, what better than that? We'll have him come and look at your knee. So he comes down from the hotel, and we're in the lobby. He rolls up his pants. Gabe gets down on his knees, and he's looking at his knee while he's half naked, you know. So that doesn't look too good as it is. You know? So he's telling him now, there's nothing's broken, there's nothing. He said, you should get an ace bandage and tie it around. So I said, all right, where are we going to get an ace bandage? Fortunately, in the hotel, they had a pharmacy there, a little there. So we go into the pharmacy, and I got one ace bandage left. It's pink. So he said, I don't want a pink ace bandage. I said, what's the difference? It's going to be in your pants. Who's going to see it's pink? So he gets this bandage. So he goes in his room. I go in my room. We come downstairs later on, and I said, how's the bandage working? He said, I didn't put it on. I said, what are you doing? You got to put the bandage, what the doctor said, you know? He said, it won't stay up. It keeps sliding down. So, you know the clasp that you get? It's got the little teeth on both sides, and you're supposed to catch the piece that you already wrapped and the piece that's loose. He had them both on the same piece. So the thing was unwinding down his leg every time. So
I'll never know how we got through that show, but we got through the show, though.
We did it.
We did it. It was a lot of fun.
And the promoter said it was the highlight of the night.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Oh,
It was
my
a lot
God.
of fun.
Nah, it's just, like I said, there's so much. He could take it. God forbid you go to a funeral. You'll never be able to get out of there without getting hysterical laughing.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
We had a lot of laughs on the road, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, I want to, you know, all these things that he was doing, a lot of these little imitations of different people. He used to do it in a comedy team. When the Beatles whacked out the market as we knew it, he created a market just for a comedy team of Andre and Sorrell.
Yeah.
And if anybody out there, especially in the Jersey area, watching this, you have to know Andre and Sorrell. They were like the hottest thing around. In my opinion, other than Martin and Lewis, they came second.
Yeah, it was a great
You know,
team.
it was excellent. And his partner Frank Sorrell used to do the straight man, and also did some of the things too.
Yeah.
And also did vocal harmonies like Tony Bennett and so on and so forth. But he worked throughout the 70s and some of the 80s with Andre and Sorrell.
That's right.
You know, and you did everything: your cruises and hotels
Oh,
and
did 'em all.
casinos.
Yeah,
and
we lived on that ship.
Oh my God! Anything on the Eastern Seaboard, I used to jump in the car and go see him, and I laugh at the same things all
Well,
the
we
time.
worked everywhere. I mean,
Oh.
every country you can imagine.
That was great. That was great. But now, matter of fact, you know what I want to do? I want to go. We got a clip of him just working at the PNC Arts Center, and I want to show him in action. Okay, this was only 3 nights ago. If we have that little clip in the booth, we can show it.
Show me a man that's got a good woman, show me. Show me a man that's got a good woman, show me. Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me that man that's got a good woman. Show me a man that's got a good woman. I'll show you a man that knows the work coming. He knows he's got some good love coming at the end of his working day. Yeah! Show me two people in love with each other. Show me! Show me two people in love with each other. Show me! Show me two people in love with each other. Show me two people in love with each other. Show me two people in love with each other.
You know one more thing I like to do before we bring up our next guest is I want to actually show you a photo of what he looked like when the group was originally. And don't forget now, He's the lead singer of a group called the Knockouts that had a beautiful song called Darling Lorraine. So why don't we do this? Why don't we show that particular 8x10 that we have of the group and play Darling Lorraine while we're looking at that 8x10.
You're sent from heaven. You're really mine. Oh, darling. Oh, darling. Oh, 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 my darling Lorraine. Yang, 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 yang. And when you kissed me, it was meant to be. You're sent from heaven. My destiny, oh darling, oh darling, oh oh oh, my darling Lorraine. Please never leave me, please never go. I love you, darling. I miss you so. You're my inspiration, my dreams come true. If you ever leave me, darling Lorraine, oh, what will I do? Oh, 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 oh. You are an angel divine. You're sent from heaven. You're really mine.
Beautiful, beautiful
Was I
song.
ever that young? Oh, man.
Well, we all were that young. Sooner or later,
Oh,
it
boy.
starts to grow on
Don't
you.
it eat your heart out when you go to those
Of
pictures?
course, I get depressed. I really do.
Depressed, I want to shoot myself. Oh, my God. And look at me now. Oh, my. I mean it. Look at it. With this head. I look like a bowling ball here. Come on. 93. What 93?
God forbid, how many people wish they were 93?
Oh, boy.
Cemeteries.
And I live in a senior housing. Senior housing.
Development, yeah.
You want to have some fun? Oh, my God. I mean, I'm telling you, these people. And you know what kills you? I'm living there, and this guy came up and he says, "So how you doing? You just moved in here?" I said, "Yeah, I just moved in." "Well, you'll see what it's like here. You know, it's kind of a different kind of way to live." I said, "Well, how old are you?" 55. No, I'm serious. That's true. That really happened. I mean, it's amazing. They're walking around there. It's like a waiting room. It's your turn now. Time to, oh boy, Jesus.
But look at all the women you have without husbands.
Well, I've been married 4 times. No, I swear to God, I really have. Been married 4 times, Something, what are you going to do? My third wife, she was 20 years younger than me. In fact, most of my wives were younger than me. My first wife was the only one that was older than me, and she's dead now. So I mean,
Well, I would think so. You're 93.
Yeah, she was she was older than me.
She'd be 105.
She was 95
okay.
when she died. My first wife, and then my second wife. Well, let's not talk about my second wife.
No.
But my third wife was the young, much younger than me. But I felt this way about it. When she dies, she dies. You know what I mean?
I want to get to the gentleman sitting next to you.
Yes.
But I want to come back for one thing about your wives, and I just don't want to forget that, because that's another story. We don't have to get into it, but I just want you to mention it. Anyway, this gentleman on his left, Vic Giamano, ladies and gentlemen. Vic is actually the counterpart on the record now to him. He does all the ad-libbing in the background to the lead of that song, because that's really all it was. Even though they were musicians, there was you and Eddie were the only 2 singers that were on the record. So he took over Eddie's place now at this point. But You got to see them. They work together well. He's probably, and I tell him this all the time, it's the best thing that ever happened to him.
He is.
You know, it really is. It really is.
Yep.
Not only is he musically, he plays the drums. He's a good drummer, but he's a good musical director too. So he actually takes care of the music, takes care of the band, takes care of everything. That all he has to do is come up, sing, and go back and lay down in the dressing room. You know, so but. It actually, he actually enhanced the whole package.
Yes,
he does
he
a great
does.
job, Vic. Great job.
Thank you.
So,
And he's
Vic,
a very creative guy. And he inspires me.
absolutely.
He inspires me. You know, he's got a younger approach to things. He's hipper
Right,
than me
right.
because I'm kind of in the back end,
Well,
but he's happening now,
No.
musically and everything else. So it works out really, really well.
Big thing. Where are you from, Vic, originally?
Originally Jersey City.
You're born in Jersey City?
Yeah, now
Okay.
I'm down in central Jersey near Freehold.
Okay.
It's called Manalapan. is
Yeah,
the town.
Manalapan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby, where were you born? You were.
I was born in the Bronx.
Oh, wow.
But then I moved to Bronx person. Yeah. So, but I moved to Jersey. I lived in a good part of my younger years in West New York, New Jersey.
Right.
That's where I lived. And I went to high school there, and I went to dramatic. I went to. Then I left after high school. I went to New York, and I went to the Academy of Dramatic Arts. I was there for 2 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
At Carnegie Hall. I was right in Carnegie Hall.
I knew that you were. I knew you were born and raised in Jersey. I wasn't sure exactly where.
Yeah.
But I thought you were born in Jersey. You know?
No, I was born in the Bronx.
Yeah. When did you leave the Bronx?
At a very early age. After I was born.
That's early.
So I didn't know too much. I said, no, don't send me to Jersey! Don't send me to Jersey!
So I didn't know they had covered wagons at that
Yeah,
time.
that's
They took you to Jersey in
That's it.
a covered wagon.
Get that boy over there! Get him over there! These damn meat boys are all
Yeah, I
right.
got to tell you a story real quick about what he was saying, where he lives. About a week or so ago, I went there. We were going over some stuff. So I get there, and I end up getting a flat tire. And I find out I don't have a spare in my car. I have a 24 car, but there's no spare in it. Unbeknownst to me, I called the AAA. So they come, and we're waiting outside, him and I. And as we're sitting outside his place, the ambulance pulls up. So I look over, I said to him, wow, I said, somebody must be, he goes, oh, this is every day.
Every day.
So I said, really? He goes, yeah. I said, well, they're in there a long time. He goes, just wait. He goes, they'll be coming out covered.
Oh, wow.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
Every other day, it's really
No,
sad.
it's
you know?
depressing. It is.
You know-
I had, years ago, my cousin Bob and Annette moved to Florida in one of the adult communities when they first came out with the adult communities. And they were back here in a year. They came back, and I said, "What, didn't you like the weather?" He said, "It had nothing to do with the weather. He said, every other day, ambulances. Every other day, somebody else. They would go outside on their lawn and say, "Guess who died today?"
Yeah.
You know. And he said, "It's the most depressing thing I ever went through." He says, "I couldn't do it." He said, "I came back to New York." You know.
I wouldn't mind, but the one guy from Yemen said, are you ready yet? I said, no.
And that was the 55-year-old. Oh, man. So, before we get into everything else, well, it's still in my mind. You have 4 wives. One, tell them what one of them did for a living. The bear.
Yeah, my first wife was a circus performer. I mean, she worked for Ringling Brothers. She did the aerial act. And she was from Berlin, Germany. She came to us,
Right.
and she spoke like this. Yeah, we will do this tomorrow. You will do it, Jimmy! And you better do it soon.
Well, whose father had the bear?
Her father.
father.
The dancing bear.
And she would go in with the bear.
Yeah, she worked with the bear too. She did a thing where she would go up a pole and on a motorcycle, and the bear would climb up and go on the other motorcycle, and they'd spin around. This is the truth. Yeah.
So
Her name was Liana Waldorf. Waldorf.
So you really,
Beautiful girl.
you got to behave, otherwise the bear comes and gets you.
Oh, she was a beautiful girl. Beautiful woman.
Yeah. Anyway, the bear. I had to get the bear in there somewhere.
Absolutely.
The bizarre life of Bob
Very
DeAndrea.
very bizarre life.
So you're going to be a couple of places in October, right? Where are you going to be in October?
Let's see. October 5th, we're going to be in Manahawkin, the Stratford Theater.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be there.
That's a nice
And
little
then
theater.
October 12th, going to be with you in
Oh,
Sellersburg,
in Sellersville.
Sellersburg, Pennsylvania.
Sellersville, yeah.
Sellersville.
Yeah, because you'll be in Sellersburg.
either way, it's a
You'll be in
burg.
Sellersburg, you'll be in a different
Yeah.
place. Sellersburg, Pennsylvania, on the
Yeah.
12th, yeah.
So that's gonna be
That's only a
fun.
couple of weeks away. We're
Yeah,
actually.
we'll have some fun. We'll have
yeah,
some fun. It'll be great.
It's still fun, and that's
Yeah.
you know, the best part about what we're doing today is what happens backstage. You know, you go up, you do your show, but it's the camaraderie backstage that makes the whole thing worthwhile. And
That's what I missed.
Yeah, I know.
missed it. Yeah, I was sick for quite. I was a very lucky guy. Right after I did the last ship we did, the mall ship,
yeah.
and I got COVID,
Yeah.
but it hit me real bad, and I was out of commission for almost 2 years, Victor?
Yeah.
Almost 2 years, and. They said I was finished. I mean, I went down to 113 pounds.
Wow.
I was scary. And son of a gun, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, sweet Jesus. I came back, and I'm starting to work again. It's a blessing, man. It's just the best thing that ever happened to me. Really did. No, that's the truth. Yeah. And I do thank God for that. I hope I'm allowed to say that.
Of course you are. Of course you
Well, you never know today, but I really do thank God that I'm here. It's just, sometimes you believe in yourself and you come back, and that's the best part of it.
That's why I call you my idol. I mean, you know the old story, the Energizer Bunny. I mean, this man's he's got energy that I've never seen in a 60-year-old guy, never mind 93 years old. And I didn't see the graphic on this, but is he listed as the grandfather of Doo-Wop? You put that in there, right? Yeah, I didn't see the graphics myself. I didn't look at it, but that's the title.
Yeah, well, it's so great, that thing, because what happened, I was in my building where I live, and I was talking to this woman, and she would ask me how old I was. I said, yeah. I said, I'm the oldest living doo-wop singer still performing. She didn't believe me. She says, I'm going to. So she
Googled
did
you.
the Google thing. She Googled it up, and it's on Google.
Yeah.
No, it is. If you Google it up, who's the oldest living doo-wop singer? I go, Bob DeAndre.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was on Google, so I just fell over.
Well, I told you what the disc jockey did to me in Florida. He introduced me as the only still active lead singer with a #1 record from the 50s.
Right.
And I said, why do you say something like that? Because, it's embarrassing. He said, because it's true.
Yeah.
And then that whole rest of the week, we kept trying to figure out, this one was there. No, this one, no, this one, no. So their records might have been 1960, maybe
Yeah.
62. Maybe they had a record in the 50s, but it wasn't #1. So all those things were process of elimination. And the windup was that he was telling the truth.
Yeah.
I am still the only still active lead singer
There you
from a
go.
group in the 50s with a #1 record.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
And he's going to keep on going. He's going to keep
Yeah,
on going.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
worry about it.
yeah, until I'm 93.
Yeah. So you're 93.
That's it. We got to get Victor here. Victor's you got a pass too. You played with the bands throughout Jersey for quite a while.
Yeah, I played in a lot. I actually, I was with two guys from the Vanilla Fudge for a very short time. I got a call from
Carmine.
my friend Frank.
Okay, yeah.
And he called me up. He says, "Come with me. We had to go somewhere in Scarsdale or something." We rehearsed. We went with them, and then things got rough, and it didn't take off as well. And so it is what it is, with that situation with musicians, things, who was arguing. We had a guy backing us. He backed out because he got annoyed with everybody. And like you said, I played with a lot of bands. I played with Bobby in Madison Square Garden 20-some years ago.
Yeah.
They needed a drummer. He called me up. He said, "Do you want to do it?" I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." We went in, and I did that. And I worked with his partner, Frank, his ex-partner, Frank, for a long time. I worked with a lot of groups over the years. I've been playing since I'm like 11
Tell that
years
story
old.
with your mother for Wings.
I was on the road with a band
Listen,
for a couple of weeks, months actually, and a friend that I knew, his name was Les. He calls me my mother's house, and he says to my mother, "Could you please take this phone number down for Victor?" So my mother takes it down, and he tells her all about why he gives her the phone number. So I'm on the road with the band,
I come home maybe, I don't know, 2-3 months later, something like that, because we were doing all over the place. So I come home, nothing, my mother never says anything to me. We're Italian. My mother's the old Italian lady, forget about it. She didn't want to tell me about this. So I run into this guy, Les, and he says to me, hey, how'd you make out? Well, I said, with what? And he looks at me, he says, you're kidding, right? I said, I don't even know what you're talking about. He says, I gave your mother a phone number. You didn't call it? I said, Les, I don't have any idea what you're talking about. It was to McCartney. Paul McCartney was going to audition drummers. And this guy Les somehow found out, and he had a phone number for me to go and audition, because McCartney was looking for a drummer who can sing, which I can do. And my mother never gave me the phone number. But I'm a believer in if it's meant to be. I'm a very big believer in that. I was supposed to be here tonight, you know what I mean? I'm a believer in that. So I never held it against my mother. But my mother had me getting the gig, moving to England, never seeing me again, partying, this, that, and the other thing. And I would have probably, you know, who knows? But it wasn't meant to be. That's okay. And that's what he's referencing.
Well, the typical Italian mother.
course,
Well, the Italian people, you know, they have their own very clannish and run. For instance, like Uncle Tony.
Yo.
You know Uncle Tony. Oh, Uncle Tony. Capito solo la vede, la mangia lavata. E te dico, Vito, I don't see you longer time. I know you such a long time, Vito. You know, I think about you all the time. You keep working. You sing so nice. You know, he does that song. What is the song you do? Georgia.
Georgia.
He goes, Georgia. It's so beautiful when you sing those songs. I like me. Show business is my life. You know, I love when you can get out there and give it all you got. You know what I mean? You know, for me, life is a gas.
You want,
By the way, you got to deal with this every day, by the way.
That's what
This is every day, Vito.
That's what I said. I can't. There's not a place, no matter where we go, from the minute we get in the car to the minute we go home, it's the same. It's just constant laughing. He's on 24 hours a day. He finds humor in everything.
If I stop, I die.
But don't stop.
If I stop, I die. I got to keep moving like a shark. I got to keep moving.
No, keep moving.
No, you do. That's the secret. That really is the, folks, that is the secret. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely.
You got to keep going straight ahead. Otherwise,
Well, I see it now. I've been working since I'm 14 years old in this business. If I have a Saturday where I'm not working, I am not only depressed, but I'm not good company.
I know.
I'm just,
we both come from the same school.
Oh, man.
We both come from the school. Am I right or wrong? We come from the same school.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's the truth.
Oh, anyway,
It's the
I just Uncle Tony. That was one of my favorite bits that he used to do. Matter of fact, even with the rapping, what they were doing with the jukebox, whatever the hell you used to do that. The different people that used to do it. You did impersonations of different people that would do
Doing
it.
famous songs.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Like I had Cary Grant doing My Sharona.
Right. Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. My Sharona. You know,
Oh,
that
God.
was fun.
That was,
A lot of fun things.
well, look.
Well, look, hopefully I got more fun ahead of. We have more fun ahead of us.
Yeah, that's what
I'm hoping for.
That's what I'm looking for.
Because that's the whole thing with this business. That is fun. That when it stops being fun, then you shouldn't even do it anymore.
I'm not kidding myself either. At 84 years old, there's no way I'm going to sound like a 16-year-old kid when I made the record, you know. So you start to adapt different things. I try to be more of an entertainer now, and let
Well, you are an
and
entertainer.
let that
Come
let
on,
that take
you're,
place.
You're a great entertainer. You have a great sense. You have material in that little mind back there that works all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
Well, that's whatever gets you through the night.
That's it.
I used to say it's like a baseball player. You got a center fielder that has a 20-year career, and he's starting to get old. He can't run down a ball anymore. So he still can hit, but he can't run anymore. So they wind up putting him now at first base. So you find another way to extend your career. And
right.
the boxers used to have the big expression for years was blind them with footwork. A champion boxer, when he couldn't box anymore, he learned how to dance a little bit. He danced around. So he took less shots and he threw less punches. So he extended his career, by dancing dancing around. So you find different ways to stay alive and to do what you love to do. I'm looking at next year, which I can't believe already. I figured any day now it's over. But next year I can't tell you how many dates we've got going into next year already.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And we've got plenty of things coming before the end of this year, which is amazing. Anybody up there goes up to Villa Roma, it's timeshare, so everybody goes during the time that they timeshare. But we're going to be up there in October. So
What's it like up there now? I worked there a couple of times.
Well, the only
situation.
situation with that is that Marty was an Italian guy that owned it. He started the whole thing.
I remember. I was there when it was good.
Yeah.
And when it was really good.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
And just like I was just saying now, to extend his career or his life or his business, he created this time sharing. So now he started a couple of houses around there. They built them
Yeah, I
around
know he
there,
did.
and then it became a timeshare place.
Yeah.
Now there's hundreds of houses out there timeshare.
Yeah.
And some friends of mine now built homes up there. They're up there too. So, but Marty just passed away. Marty got very, very sick, and he passed away. But he sold the place, and I think he sold it. I'm almost positive he sold it to Indians, not American Indians, but. The windup was Indians now took over. I don't know if it's going to be the same. I mean, when they had it, there was 100% Italian. We had Gabocel.
That's when it was good.
They had Gabocel on the table,
great.
and yeah.
We worked
No.
at it a couple of times.
No.
I worked at it a couple of
No.
times.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank you enough, Bobby.
Thank you.
He makes it. This is something. I love you, brother.
Love you
Vic,
too.
beautiful.
Thanks, Vic.
Great addition to this here, and I wish the both of you the best of luck.
Thank you very
We're going to
much.
see each other. We're going to be working together in a couple of weeks, so we'll extend this, have a few more laughs.
Yeah.
Ladies, the audience, love you every time. Beautiful people. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I want to also thank Country Donuts over there on Arthur Kill and Richmond Avenue. Always there for us. And Parma is a restaurant over on Victory Boulevard, right off the West Shore Expressway, not too far. Food is out of this world, I mean, really, really great. And we've got some stuff in the green room that they sent us. And I want Paulie and his sons out there and the guys, great job out there. Try it, Parma. Tell him Vito sent you. He'll wind up he'll give you a Zeppeli. All right, goodbye, everybody. Thank you.